At 70, how do you truly measure a life well lived? Is it by the balance in your bank account or the titles you once held? What if I told you that the real scoreboard of life has nothing to do with those things? What if the true measure of a successful life is found in the quiet, often invisible, victories of your daily routine? For years, we've been taught to see aging as a slow decline, a gradual loss of ability. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? Welcome back to Senior Health and Life. In this video, we are going to redefine what it means to win at life after 70. We will reveal 6 simple, everyday actions that, if you can still do them with grace, are powerful signs that you're not just getting older, you are aging masterfully. By the end of our time together, you'll have a new way to appreciate your own resilience and a clear understanding of the small habits that truly define a long, happy, and independent life. So, if you're ready to discover the quiet victories that matter most, stay with me and drop a 1 in the comments to let us know this topic resonates with you. If it didn't quite hit the mark, comment "Dear," or better yet, tell us what kind of topic you want to hear about. Your voice matters, and your story helps shape the future of this channel. Now, let's begin. Number 1, you can walk 500 steps without needing to rest. Our first quiet victory is one of simple, beautiful momentum. Let me tell you about Mr. Jensen, a 74-year-old retired mailman. Every morning, rain or shine, he walks to the little park at the end of his street with a newspaper tucked under his arm. It's about 500 steps each way. He moves a little slower than he did in his mail-carrying days, but he does it without pausing for breath or needing to lean on a bench. Most people wouldn't think twice about that walk. But in the world of geriatric health, what Mr. Jensen is doing is a quiet triumph. Why does this matter so much? Because the ability to walk 500 uninterrupted steps, roughly a quarter of a mile, is a powerful, real-world measure of your cardiovascular resilience. It's the distance you need to get through the grocery store, to navigate an airport terminal, or to walk with your grandchild to the ice cream shop without having to search for a place to sit. Geriatric specialists and cardiologists agree that for seniors, this kind of walking capacity is a powerful indicator of long-term health. If you can manage that distance comfortably, it's a clear sign that your heart, lungs, and leg muscles are all working in beautiful harmony. So, what does this mean for you in your daily life? This isn't about running a race. It's about preserving your freedom. Every uninterrupted walk you take is a declaration of independence. It's a quiet rebellion against the narrative of decline. If you can still walk 500 steps, you're not just exercising, you are actively maintaining the freedom to participate in the world on your own terms. That is a profound victory. Number 2, you remember conversations, not just dates. The second sign you're winning at life is not about what your mind knows, but how it knows. It's the ability to remember the human details. Consider Beatrice, 71, sitting with her granddaughter, when she not only recalls the conversation they had last week, but also the specific joke that made her granddaughter laugh. That's more than just a sweet moment. That's a demonstration of incredible cognitive strength. Why is this so important? This is a sign of a healthy episodic memory, the kind of memory that weaves moments, emotions, and context together into a rich tapestry. It's what allows you to remember not just what happened, but how it felt. Neuroscientists tell us that this ability is deeply connected to the health of the hippocampus, the brain's own emotional filing cabinet. As we age, this is one of the first faculties that can begin to fade unless we actively protect it. Here's the simple truth to hold on to. Keeping your mind sharp isn't just about crossword puzzles, it's about being present. Maria remembers these details not because she has a photographic memory, but because she listens with curiosity and shares with joy. Her mind remains a living archive because she uses it like one. When you can recall the tone in a friend's voice, the advice they gave you, and how it made you feel, you are doing more than just remembering. You are staying emotionally anchored in your life. In a world that often values data over depth, this ability to hold on to the human story is a beautiful sign of a thriving mind. Number 3, you can put on your pants while standing up. Now, I know this might sound a little funny, but I want you to hear me out, because this next victory is one of the most honest and telling assessments of your overall vitality. If you're over 70 and can still put on your pants while standing one leg at a time, without leaning on the furniture, you possess a quiet superpower that a surprising number of your peers are losing functional balance. This seemingly simple task is, in reality, a complex orchestration of your body's systems. It requires lower body strength, a sharp sense of proprioception, and rapid neuromuscular coordination. Let me introduce you to Stanley. He's 72 and every morning. He insists on wearing properly creased slacks with a belt. His reason is simple. As he says, if I can stand on one foot and pull a leg through my trousers without tipping over, I know my body is still on my team. Why is this seemingly small act so critical? Balance is your silent protector against falls. The number one cause of injury-related hospitalizations for seniors. But it's more than just physical. A groundbreaking 2021 study from the University of São Paulo delivered a stunning finding: individuals over 65 who could not stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds had a significantly higher risk of death from any cause in the following 7 years. Balance, it turns out, is a powerful indicator of overall neurological health. The real lesson here isn't about competition. No one is judging. But if you are in your room tomorrow morning, standing tall and completing this small ritual, take a moment to acknowledge that victory. It means your core is engaged, your brain is tuned in, and your muscles are aligned. It's a clear sign that you are not stumbling into old age. You are walking into it with control and on your own terms. That is an undeniable win. Number 4, you can still laugh without holding back. The fourth quiet victory is not measured by strength or stability, but by the sound of your own unfiltered laughter. I'm not talking about polite chuckles, but a real, from-the-belly, eyes-closed, breathless laugh. There's a woman I once knew named Dorothy, 76. She had lost her husband, had arthritis in both hands, and struggled with her vision, but she possessed an unmistakable laugh, loud, joyous, and utterly contagious, and every time she let it out, it was as if her entire body was choosing to rejoice, despite its burdens. Why is a genuine laugh such a powerful sign? It is one of nature's most potent forms of medicine. The physical act of a deep laugh has a powerful biochemical effect. It measurably lowers cortisol, the body's primary stress hormone, while boosting serotonin, helping to naturally regulate your mood. But its benefits go far beyond the physical. Laughter is an emotional anchor. As our world sometimes gets smaller with age, laughter keeps us connected to life's absurdities, its surprises, and its simple moments of joy. Ultimately, what this victory truly represents is a powerful form of emotional immunity. Joan once told me, the world can feel heavy, but if a squirrel in the park decides to put on a show, I'm still going to laugh. That attitude is a choice. If you can still lose yourself in a funny story or chuckle at your own small mistakes, you're doing something profoundly healing. You're reminding your brain, your body, and your spirit that joy still lives within you. In a world that often feels far too serious, a deep, unfiltered laugh is a rare and wonderful kind of victory. Number 5, you keep in touch with people you don't have to. The 5th victory is a testament to the heart. Friendship in your 70s and beyond doesn't just happen by accident. It is chosen, protected, and intentionally nurtured. Like a precious garden you keep watering long after others might have gone inside for the day. If you are still the one who picks up the phone or sends the birthday cards, you are practicing one of the most powerful forms of self-preservation that exists. Consider Leonard, 73. He still sends cards, real ones, written with a pen to his old college friends. One is in a care facility and can no longer write back. But Leonard doesn't stop. It's not about what I get back. He told me it's about my responsibility to keep the thread alive. Why is this thread so vital? The legendary Harvard study of adult development, which has tracked people for over 80 years, found that the single greatest predictor of a long and happy life was the quality of one's relationships. The science is clear when we make meaningful contact. Our brains release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which improves our mood and reduces inflammation. It is nature's own antidepressant, no prescription required. What you can take from this is that the effort you put into connection is a form of emotional fitness, and it is every bit as essential as walking. Many older adults stop reaching out, assuming they've been forgotten. But if you are still the one making the calls, you are actively weaving the tapestry of your life into the lives of others. In this chapter of life, that tapestry of relationships may be the most beautiful and important thing you will ever create. Number 6, you still cook your own meals. And now, the 6th and final sign that you are truly winning at life. It is an act so ordinary that most of us overlook its profound significance. You still cook your own meals. There is something quietly powerful about walking into your own kitchen, reaching for a familiar skillet, and preparing a meal, even if it's just for one. It is one of the clearest markers that you are still steering your own ship. Let me tell you about Eileen. She's 75, widowed, and lives in a modest apartment every evening around 5 p.m. She puts on an old apron and begins the simple ritual of cooking for herself. The rhythmic chop of an onion, the sizzle of garlic in a warm pan, these are the sounds of her autonomy. Why is this act so much more than just eating? Because cooking a meal is a symphony of capabilities. It requires physical strength to stand and lift, cognitive function to plan and remember, and most importantly, self-respect. The act of nourishing yourself is a profound declaration that you are still worthy of care, comfort, and a good meal. So, the profound truth here is that cooking for yourself is a daily affirmation of your resilience. Eileen's simple dinner isn't a chore. It's the closing act of a day lived on her own terms. It connects her to decades of memories and grounds her in the present. If you still find purpose in the simple act of preparing your own food, you are practicing a form of self-reliance that is deeply nourishing for both the body and the soul. So, let's bring it all together. If you're walking 500 steps, remembering real conversations, balancing while you dress, laughing from your gut, keeping friendships alive, and cooking your own meals, you're not just surviving your later years, you are thriving in them. Each of these actions might seem small, but together they reveal something extraordinary, a deep well of resilience, a commitment to autonomy, and a spirit still filled with vitality. They are the living proof that you are still in motion mentally, emotionally, and physically. At 70, the definition of winning is no longer flashy or loud. It is quiet, steady, and profoundly meaningful. If you recognized yourself in any of these 6 things, you are already living proof that age is just a number, and life is still brimming with possibility. So, take a moment today to notice what you are still capable of, and truly celebrate it. Which of these quiet victories did you recognize in yourself today? Let us know in the comments below. Your story might just be the encouragement someone else needs to see their own strength. And remind yourself, strength doesn't always roar. Sometimes it is found in the way you stand, the way you laugh, or the way you season your stew. There is a deep beauty and a quiet power in recognizing all the ways you are still alive, aware, and active. If you are 70 and still doing these 6 things, you're not just winning at life. You are showing the rest of us how it's done. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Senior Health and Life, and consider sharing it with a loved one. We're building a community of empowered elders, and you are a vital part of it. Until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and stay winning.